Hello, Kyle. How are you, young fella?
What's up, old man?
Hey, congratulations on selling your house. That a boy.
All right, man. It wasn't my house. I don't know what y'all talking about. That was not my property. I don't know what you people are talking about. KL Inc. 7. I don't know. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, all right, no problem. I don't know those corporate stuff anyway. Um,
What's
Further
going
to that, we all saw your Insta thingy post the other day, and we know that your name is going to be kicked around between now and the 25th of March. And how does that sort of make you feel?
Well, the day is an unbelievable day. The March 25th is
I
the
know it's
greatest
the greatest day of the year, right?
day of the year. It's the greatest day of the year. But, I don't really get into that stuff, and it doesn't bother me because rumors are rumors, and they always do. But when something is said that doesn't verbally come from me, and I haven't said anything like that's when it kind of gets to the point of like, okay, usually it doesn't bother me. I just clear the air, right? Nothing bothers me when it comes to rumors and talk, and of course, things are going to be said, things are going to be done, and whatever happens happens. But if it's more so the hey, he said this, nah. Did you have me on record saying that? Do you have anybody? I want to know the source is because the source is me, and that stuff is where you kind of defend yourself. I don't really care about it. It's just defend myself for a quick second. I've seen so many rumors and people said this, that, and the other. I said what I said, and I was on my way back from my great away from all the media.
Obviously, your relationship with Mazai and Bobby is pretty good. Been
Mhm.
developed over the years, and there's a give and take there. Will
Right.
you discuss that with them, your plans for your future, even into this summer?
I think my agent will, Mark Barterstein will do some of that. But, I think, like you said, our relationship is bigger than, the game of basketball, right? We've grown, we have some ups and downs. So I think as, men, we could talk it out. As an organization, we could talk it out and we'll figure it out. At the end of the day, my biggest goal is to, help this team get as far as we possibly can. I'm always chasing the gold ball, no matter what people say or this or that, what our record says. That's always the ultimate goal for me is to take it day by day and help this team get to that gold ball. Myself, Messiah, Bobby, my agent, when it comes down to that point, the conversation will be had. But for now, I'm just worried about what we're going to do in the second half of the season and continue to grow as a team and help Freddie, OG, Pascal, Norm, Chris Boucher, Terrence Davis, get these guys, Stanley Johnson, get these guys going a lot more and get them better.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Kyle. Appreciate it as always.
All right, no problem, old man.
Thanks, Dougie. We'll go to Josh Lindbergh.
Hey, Kyle, how's the break?
It's great. It's great. Nice and tan.
Good to hear. You mentioned the second half of the season. I mean, obviously the first half was so hectic. You guys got off to that slow start. You dealt with injuries. The last couple of weeks have been difficult for all of you. How big is this stretch here coming up? I know it's going to be a little bit more time before you guys are at full strength again, but just in terms of evaluation ahead of the trade deadline for the front office, for you guys to see who you are, how good you can be, how big are these next 8 games?
Well, it's going to be tough because we're going to be, until we get everyone full strength, it's going to be hard to evaluate what we could possibly be. We know we possibly could be. The run we had to kind of get back to 500 was good. Then we had a stretch of, health and safety and contact tracing and all that stuff kind of set us back. But I don't know what the evaluation would be. It would be, I'm sure, to see how good we can be in the playoffs and how far we can get to the playoffs, and that's the main goal. Is we set such a standard and a bar of understanding, like, yo, this is what we do here. We win, and we win at a high level. Unfortunately, we're 2 games under 500, but we still have an opportunity to make the playoffs. And once we get in the playoffs, all bets are off, and that's what it counts, right? When you get to the playoffs, all bets are off, and then we can go from there. But these next 8 games, I guess, is just for us to get our guys back, get our guys healthy, get back on the same page, and get everybody back together is the most important thing.
Thanks, Kyle. Have a good night, man.
Josh, my bad. I didn't mean it.
We'll go to Michael Grange.
Hey, Kyle. How's your handicap?
It's not good right now. It's pretty bad. It's like
What?
an 8.9.
All
I
right.
haven't got to play, man. I gotta play every other day.
Dude, that was your excuse when you lived in Winterland.
Yeah,
You live in Florida now.
Yeah, I know, but every other day is a little bit tough. but handicap. We're talking about basketball here. It's all about basketball. Only basketball.
I waited all year to ask that.
Hey.
So just big picture, going back to what you're talking about off the top, what do you want to see Kyle Lowry's relationship with the Raptors be? And we know you're heading into free agency. That can mean a whole bunch of different things. Like, do you see yourself retiring as a Raptor? Do you see yourself?
Listen, I would say this: I will retire as a Toronto Raptor. That if I'm here, I will retire as a Toronto Raptor. That's a 1-day contract. Hey, whatever happens. What I would like to see is, finish the season out as strong as possible. Whatever happens, happens. At the end of the day, myself, my agent, the organization, everyone has to do what's best for them, right? Everyone has to do what's best for them and the best situation. Who knows what that is, right? Who knows what that's going to be? Who knows what that time's going to tell? For me, I know I'm still playing at a good enough level where I can help a team, I can help us and get better. With the emergence of Freddie, which I've always wanted, I've wanted to see Freddie and Pascal and OG and Norm take these steps. And it's amazing for me to watch these guys grow. And that makes me so happy, right? That makes me really happy to see these guys taking the next step and understanding, what they can be and kind of coming into themselves a lot more. For me personally, whatever happens, we'll see. I don't know, right? We don't know. Honestly, I don't know. If I could tell you, if I can, look at a crystal ball, and I would tell you, but I don't know what the crystal ball says. I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know what they're thinking. I'm thinking. We just kind of get to that point and figure it out from there.
Appreciate it, Kyle. Have a great evening, man.
No problem, man.
We've got 2 more for you, Kyle. We'll go to Tim Bontemps first.
Yo, is that a Iowa State? Is Iowa State you got on there, Matt?
No.
What's that?
Behind me.
Iowa Hawkeye.
Iowa. Oh, same difference.
No. Big Ten.
If it ain't Villanova, no one cares.
Well, there's some truth to that, by the way, especially if you go to BC.
Ooh. All right, let's get who had the next question. Timmy had the next question, Phil.
Yeah, I got you. Had me confused for a second. Start talking about Iowa. You mentioned before you're always trying to chase the gold ball. Do you think this team currently is good enough to do that? And either way, what do you want to see the Raptors do in pursuit of that between now and the 25th?
Well, I think we can, you always can make your team better, right? Somehow, some way, right? You always make your team better in some facet of adding player or adding this or that, or, you never know. You can always be a better team, right? At the end of the day, when you get to that point of, once you get in the playoffs, anything's possible, right? I think we can have the opportunity to challenge anybody. We'll play hard and we'll compete at a high level. What that means is we don't know, right? We got to get there. And competing is the number one thing. At the end of the day, we have to step on the floor, tie our shoes, lace them up, put the ball in the hole, stop defensive, right? Anything can happen in any situation. Yeah, we may not be the most talented or most this, that, and the other, but when you go out there and you play hard, many things can happen.
In the points where you guys have had to group together, especially right before all this stuff happened, have you seen enough to think you can compete with anybody in the East as it stands now? Like if nothing changes?
I think we can compete with anybody. I mean, competition is just going out there and playing your butt off, right? And going out there and understand the game plan, understand who you're playing against, understand what you got to do, right? Yeah, you got teams that are super talented, got MVP caliber players, unbelievable talent, right? You got teams that have really good young guys. And at the end of the day, when you come down to basketball, you got to go play. And like I said, when you get to that point, anything's possible. Injuries, unfortunate injuries, and a team get hot at the right time. Anything is possible.
Thank you, sir.
No problem, Timmy.
Last one for you this evening, Kyle. We'll go to Suzette Francis from Global News.
Hey, Kyle. How are you?
Well, how are you?
Good, thanks. So it's been a year since COVID-19 was declared a pandemic. We've seen the fallout. You guys are still dealing with it. But one of the most important things is you guys aren't allowed to play here in Toronto. Yeah. What have you missed about being able to play here? And what was that year like not being able to play here in Toronto?
Well, the one thing about it is, we miss our fans, right? We miss our fans. We miss the atmosphere. We miss the buzz. We miss everything about just being able to be around, our people that support us, that cheer for us, that have our backs through ups and downs. Yeah, and that's one. two, we missed the comfortability of being, where we are, right? People had homes there, people had places that they would go to eat. People had, just family, friends. It was kind of you knew what you had. You miss your practice gym, you miss you miss your own cold tub, you miss your own hot tub, you miss your sauna and your practice facility. You just miss being able to kind of enjoy the fruits of just being home, right? Going to a good restaurant, knowing after games, hey, I'm going to go to Soto, or I'm going to go to this place, I'm going to go to Blue Blood, just that, just the normalcy of living. That's the one thing you miss, the things that you miss about Toronto.
And just going over the difficulties of what the past year has been like, not being able to do so.
It sucked. I mean, honestly, with the way the pandemic has been, it's still, going and ongoing. The vaccine's starting to get out and people are starting to take it, so that will help. But, just having to deal with certain different things and the way we had to live our lives, and, our business, got us into a bubble where we were able to, play our games and finish out our regular season. And now we're kind of back, in a normal regular season, just shortened. And unfortunately, we're not home, and, it's different. But, people getting back in their home buildings, getting some fans back in. So just kind of getting back normal, it's cool. But it's been difficult. But it's our job to go out there and perform at a high level.
Thanks, Kyle.
We got one more hand for you, Kyle. If you have one more time or one more second, we're going to go to Aaron Rose.
Yeah, I have plenty of time. Like, I don't have to go eat dinner and shower and all that good,
One
right,
more
Matt,
for you.
Iowa shirt on? Yeah, Matt, we want to go home. We want to watch the Iowa game. Sheesh. Matt, you got a lot of books back there. How many of you actually read?
I've read all of them. You know why? Because they're all media guides, man. It's all about you.
Hey, that's not a good thing.
Villanova.
That's not a great thing. Come on, Aaron, what you got for me?
I wanted to follow up on Granger's question. You said you wanted to retire a Raptor. You obviously won't be like Kobe or one of the guys who spent your whole career with one organization. Right. But do you think about sort of the way that they built such a connection to their city, and it'll be different but sort of similar?
I don't know. And like I said, one thing I've always said to you guys, is like, I'll reflect on my whole career once I retire. I'll reflect on everything when I retire. Like I said, hopefully today I will be able to sign, even if it's finish it out, sign a one-day contract. I will. Toronto has been my team, right? That's been the team I've been a part of. It's been a franchise that helped me become the player I've become, the man I've become. I've helped, grow this, game of basketball, win a championship, this, that, and the other. I'll look back on that. So when I'm retired, but for right now, it's just the connection that we have. It's always been a home to me, right? It's where I've become who I've become in this situation. So it will always be, Philadelphia's home for me, but Toronto would be my second home, with, where I became a good player. Whatever I become, whatever I finish my career as, and Toronto was a big part of it. I had great stops in Memphis that helped me grow. Houston helped me grow, but Toronto, I became the person and the man and the player I am today.